Hey, everybody. So, Mr. Dot, we meet again. Yes, we do. Haha. We meet again. You actually can't. It's not visible on camera. Well, you have to. You've been wanting to play. You need to get up and play. Yes. No sitting. Oh, it's very exciting. Come on. Oh, he's a kitty. Oh, he's a kitty. Yes, he is. He's a kitty. Oh, the big hunter. He's a big hunter. Yes, he is a good boy. He's a good boy. Okay. Hello. Oh, are we going to get any more? Or is he done? We've got to check. Hang on. Are we done? Ah, good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Okay. All right. Is that it? Is that it? Are we done for now? Okay. All right. We're done. We'll play again later. No? Are we still jumping? Aha. Ah. He's a good kitty. Oh, he's a good boy. Yes, he is. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. All right. We're done. We're done for now, sweetheart. Oh, okay. Apparently, yes, you're lying down. We're done for now. We'll play again later, sweetie. Yes, we will, because you're a good boy. Yes, you are. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Good boy, sweetheart. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the daily political tarot and astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. It's also the occasional kitty stream. Here we are. Hello, hello. I am here 365 days of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. So just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org. Meow. Which supplies food to food banks across the country. That's an ongoing thing. Move this closer, move the microphone closer. All right. And Ricky says, and the star of the show, the inspiration behind all of Bob Ross's paintings. This is true. Boo Boo and Kitty. You're a sweetie. You're a sweetie. Oh, the kitty. Oh, you're a good boy. No. Yes. He's a sweetie. All right, let me turn the exposure down just a notch. Hello. Are we doing okay? Oh, he's a sweetheart. Yes, he is. Oh, no kitty butt on camera. He's a sweetie. He's a boo boy. Hello, boo boo. Hello, precious. No. Just relax. Just relax. No more. Sorry. Too much kitty butt. It's too early in the day for this. Oh. Okay. All right. CC Ryder says legal analysts on MSNBC are slamming Garland and the FBI. Oh, about the delay? Yeah. Yep. Okay. So, excuse my very wet hair. I'm gonna just thank everybody. Thank you. Thank you for being here and being so kind to each other. And you've been so kind to me. Thank you. And today's nails, we've got hearts. It's like a black French manicure, but with hearts. quite pretty. Thank you, Sandy, from you. All right. Cards. All right. And we've got Sarah got internet like an hour before, like an hour ago. Maybe an hour and a half. I think it was an hour ago. So she is so excited. Her whole family is so excited. So she was like, I had a bunch of questions, and she's like, I can help with your questions. And I was, oh, well, thank you for that. But you don't have to. And she's like, no, I've got it. And then I came back, and she was like, okay, I overdid it a little. You have 17 questions. And I was like, that's good. So, okay. Rose Goose is my question posted when you went live. Posted in the chat. Sorry about that. Guilty of what? Okay, I think there might be some talking at cross purposes in the chat. So I'm just going to hit the questions, and we'll go on from there. All right, so let's go up to here. Scroll down just a touch. All right. At 6 minutes and 6:40, let's say. Now, anyone who's been on here for a while knows my feelings about Hunter Biden, which is nobody can be a really big fan of addicts. They become pretty nasty. They become pretty awful people when they are in the throes of addiction. So, and as far as should Hunter Biden be held accountable for his actions if they are illegal, well, everybody should, shouldn't they? I mean, there should be some. I know that addiction is something someone will have to fight for the rest of their lives, and they deserve some help with that. But I mean, if someone has broken the laws, I don't care what party they're in. I'm sick to death of this kind of politicization of the Justice Department, or just justice in general. Hi, you're tired. So he has agreed to plead guilty. Okay. Okay, we're not. It's bedtime. No, just plunk down. Just plunk down. Just relax. Just relax. Okay, I tried. All right. Sorry. He has pleaded guilty to not having paid his taxes, although his family's paid all the money he owes back. And then there's a related gun charge, and he's pleading guilty to that. And so he has to. He's not going to prison, but there's some kind of. At first I thought it was just a type of some kind of program. But like I said, there just seems to be a lot of different people saying different things this morning, because again, the information's coming in like a fire hose. So if he's getting some probation, but he's also there's something else. But if he does this something else, his that charge will be cleared from his record. So that's that. And while the district attorney, whoever it was in Delaware who is behind this, while I believe they came out and said the investigation is ongoing, generally people don't plead without it being the end of the investigation. So it's like, all right, I'll plead to this, but if you're going to start bringing all this other stuff, we need to revisit this. So, Now, so is that worth being the number one question today? No. Do I care what happens to Hunter Biden no more than I care what happens to any human being on the planet? And yeah. But is it the number one? But there is a reason it's the number one question today, and that is watching people on the right, especially the far right, lose their minds. And that is glorious. Favorite quote so far is from Empty G. We are controlled by communists. Oh, really? I'll make a note of that. Moving on. Anyway, so she's flipping out. And so he's going to plead guilty to 3 federal misdemeanor charges, 2 tax-related, 1 gun/drugs-related, with no jail time. Both the prosecutor and the judge were appointed by Trump. So, yes, Star Melody, Elizabeth B. Cruella de Green, yes. Oh, this is glorious. All right, so number 1, is this the end of it with the Hunter Biden thing? As far as actual charges, we're done here. Legal worry. There's a lot of January 6th stuff coming. 4 of Swords. Well, that would be a legal end. End of quiet as a tomb. Done. Donezo. So let's see what the other cards say. Oh, of course the right's going to lose their mind. But, Queen of Pentacles. But the thing. But. World, which is another card of ending. And 6 of Cups. Life continues on. Yeah. By the way, Trump's saying that that Joe Biden took $5 million in bribes. Prove it. No. They just keep saying. There are witnesses. Oh, the witnesses, we can't find them. Oh, there are witnesses who can testify. Oh, that person died. Really? What was that person's name? Silence. They just keep repeating the accusations that get more and more elaborate and ridiculous. Prove it. Because this says that's it for Hunter Biden. All this stuff is done. So, all right. So is that so that's it for him. All right, so that actually was actually that different question. Okay, so that was actually number 2. Number 1 is actually at 14:30. Somebody's tired. The right, how badly are they going to just, is it going to be everything like, hang on. You're done. We're done. You need to do it. Okay. Actually make this 15. So how gracefully and logically are the far right going to handle this situation with Hunter Biden? Hi, did you want to come up? You come up. No. No. Theft! The thief! He gets away with everything. Mm-hmm. The prosecutor, please correct me if I'm wrong, but as far as I could find out, the prosecutor and the judge were Trump appointees. Sun, Page of Wands, they've got nothing. They're spinning the wheels. Five of Swords, insult to injury. Complain. Oh, but you go after Trump, blah, blah, blah. They're making a whole bunch of noise. Signifying nothing. Ignore them. Seriously, just ignore them. They're full of garbage. Bye. But hey, if you want some entertainment, go read some of the far right stuff going on and watch them all flip out. So I didn't get a chance to turn my latte into anything frothy, but here we are. Yes, Mel Broussard, Delaware U.S. Attorney, is a Trump appointee. Mm-hmm. Love that. Okay. Let's see here. So I got that taken care of. All right, it's 1730. Now, I don't think this is actually going to happen. Most legal experts are saying they don't think it's going to happen. Trump's trial, believe it or not, Cannon actually isn't dragging her rear end. Trump's trial set to begin on August 14th in Miami. Now, we know Trump's going to delay. Okay, but August 14th, that's within the, that's a really short period of time. And it's like, okay, hey, ooh, justice card. So, first of all, is there going to be a delay? I would think absolutely. But secondly, has Cannon turned over a new leaf here? Or is she just holding her powder dry to be infuriating and awful later? Yes, Kelly, the rocket docket. Yeah, exactly. August 14th, will there be a delay? Yes, and yes. Many. This T wasn't crossed. That I wasn't dotted. How dare they? Seven of Pentacles, judgments. Oh, running. And we need a plan. I'm getting this mental image of Trump. Oh my gosh. I'm getting this mental image of Trump in a maze. This big, and he's in this big wooden maze. And so he's trying to run and, what about this way? What about that way? Oh, delay. What Andre, what's going on here? Glenn Bird says it has 60 days minimum for security clearances for Trump's lawyers. Well, and it needs to be at least one of them. Yeah. M. Kelby says, just as the astrology and you and Andre said, well, thank you for that, for reminding me. The August thing is actually, I think, going to be more Fani Willis. We're done. We're not playing right now. We're not playing. We're done. Wait. Okay. But he's he's frantic. Run this way. Oh no, I can't get through that way. Whatever this way. What about that way? He's just running. Kim Hawkins says he said he's not worried. Trump said he's not worried. Uh-huh. Has he met him? All right. Kathy Delisle is asking, did you see Popak giving a legal review of Trump's fiasco? Oh, I haven't seen. It's a must see. All right, I'll have to check that out later. But I did see a chunk of the interview, and it was, well, one, it wasn't surprising. I mean, it's what he did. He's always being awful like that. And sorry, I'm having a day. But it wasn't surprising, but it was also just, he just always gets himself into trouble. So CC Ryder says, I fear for her ruling on sentencing. What will the DOJ recommend? 30 years of the 400? I hope Jack is so mad he demands jail time. They also know Trump is a constitutional national security risk and must be in jail. I'm with you on that one. Oh, Lady Eva says Randy Rainbow has a new video out, so it's a pretty good day. Good stuff from Popot, good stuff from Randy Rainbow, and hopefully you think what I'm doing here is good, although I'm a little chaotic today. Yes, never. Trump looked very bad during the interview. And the sniffing. Oh my gosh, the sniffing was so bad. It was so bad. I haven't seen him like do that badly in a long time. Just he would literally, he'd be talking, and between sentences he'd stop to breathe in, and every inhale was. Oh, Lady Life, thank you. Thanks for your dedication and compassion to review these issues with us daily. Thank you, Lady Life. It makes a big difference. Thank you. All right, so I want to know what canon specifically at 2230. Thank you again, Lady Life. 2230. Canon's new leaf. Or is she just, like CC Ryder was talking about, is she just holding her powder to blow things up at the sentencing? I mean, you'd think, yes, the Federalist Society would be calling her, all of these different, she has her own far-right beliefs. But at the same time, when the appeals court, and apparently those are technically her bosses, absolutely legally slammed her to the ground twice. Maybe? I don't know. I live in hope. Maybe she went, oh, I could lose all of my credibility. I could lose absolutely everything here. But Thread of Hope says, in the past, you and others saw her not being a factor. I hold on to that. I do too. So, Shannon, turning over a new leaf. Is this just a fig leaf for the moment? She is conservative. She's working for the conservatives. We know that. Devil. Judgment. 7 of Cups. 5 of Wands. And the World. She doesn't like the people bringing charges against Trump. It's like they better prove it. I think it's an illusion. What they're bringing, it's an illusion. But then they have evidence, and they've got the people around Trump, and they've got, and there's this ending. So look at this ending, because she still thinks that Jack Smith, it's just attack your political opponent, bring huge judgment against them, and that's all a lie. But there's something there, but this world card I'm concerned about. What does the world card mean here? Oops, sorry. Locken says, I got the 3 of Swords and a Tower. For what? And what does that mean to you? It really doesn't matter what cards you get. It really doesn't. And telling, just in general, this is for everybody, telling somebody what cards you got, unless you're telling them that they mean exactly what they traditionally mean, it really doesn't matter. It's what it feels like. That is the most important thing. 3 of Cups. All right, we're not miserable. Okay. My Priestess, Swords, 8 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles. There's also, I mean, supposedly Trump has a better lawyer working for him, who's come down from the Alvin Bragg or whatever other. It's so much to keep straight. So many people's names, so much stuff, but apparently he supposedly has a decent lawyer, but this is Cannon trying to keep her secrets. But Trump's lawyers are really bad. The arguments are really bad. No need to apologize, anybody. Just let me know if you pull some cards, say, this is what I'm getting. This is what it feels like. This is what I think it means. So anyway. And this is legally hemmed in. It's hard to, he's admitted these things out loud, and it gets harder and harder for her to just dismiss all of it. So then she just get down to the sentencing at the end, and all right, the government. If she says deep state, I'm gonna flip. 5 of Wands, Emperor, 10 of Cups. He had no right to this stuff, and he obstructed justice. On the defensive, the Emperor, but we are 10 of Cups. Or sorry, Queen of Cups. We're watching this and we are pleased. But I've also gotten some shuffling, a lot of shuffling energy. So I read on it, I feel better. And then I walk away and I think about it and I start getting stressed again, and I get stressed and I read on it and I feel better. Oh, yes, Ricky. Trump is a prime example of a mouth running faster than a brain. Yes. Polywanda, will we ever tire of Trump? Well, technically, we already are. Oh, okay, I'm going to kick you out here in a minute. We're done. We're done. We are done. Finished. Okay, I'm hoping this works. Rose Blue says she will leave early, in my opinion. I won my $10 bet that Jack indicted next. Good for you. So, I just got these. Practicing with you, I really don't know. Oh, well, no, this is good. I mean, I've said this before, and I do mean it. There is nothing I do that you can't. Every one of our souls are small pieces of the divine. I really believe that. We are all connected. We are all in this together. And I just have maybe more practice. But mostly I do this with graphics and I show up every day. And I'm a political news junkie like you are. So here we are. But practice is good. And just learning to trust your intuition without... What new readers I find fall into one of two camps. They either really kind of don't believe what they're pulling. It's like, oh, come on, that feels like that, but I must be making it up. And then the other kind are like, it said this, that's absolutely the truth. That's the way it is. No question, 100%. No. No. It's like getting advice from a friend. And sometimes you take it, sometimes you don't. Leslie says Boo Boo might want some air and camera time. I tried to, but he jumped down. So we tried. All right. So it's not all bad with Canon. I do get some isolation though. There is some weird energy. Hi. Would you like to be up here? You're welcome to sit. Yes. I'll move this over, and I'll move this out of your way, and you can just lie down. Oh, there's a good kitty. Oh, there's a Boo Boo. He is the precious. Yes, he is the precious. If I go this way, can we see a little bit more of your little ears? Yes. Oh, he's a good boy. He's a good boy. He's the Boo Boo. Good boy. All right. And Ma says, Boo Boo's not shy. No, he's not. Kelly says, he's back. Yes, he is. Kathy Holland says, I love that motto. I do. I come up with graphics. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, you're a good boy. You're tired, but you're a good boy. It's okay. No, we're not doing that. We're not going to do the mean thing. No. You can get down if you'd like to get down, but we're not going to do the mean thing. It's okay. It's okay. Would you like down? There you go. All right. Sorry. I don't know. Sometimes he's just like this. And if I just like stuffed a pillow in the cat door so he was trapped outside, he would just meow his head off out there. So it wouldn't help. Anyway, yes, he does have a heart on his face. He's a sweetie. All right. So he says, Mom, you're not doing what I want. Exactly. I'm going to put this back up. We need some air. All right. So, anything else about Canon? Thank you, Hilda. Catnip, it says rose blue. Not always his favorite, but I could try it. For what Trump has done, people go to prison. He's trying to say, well, I had the things, and I was the president, but you obstructed justice. You lied to investigators, and not Canon, not anybody can just say, oh, it doesn't matter. Lois says, Boobas and Kitty is overtired like a toddler. Yes, he is. Yes. Polly says, why does my cat always turn his bottom to my face? Because he wants you to scratch his lower back here. So, yes, Throne of Hope. And he keeps confessing. Yes. Yes. So, all right. Now the chances that Trump's trial in Miami is going to start August 14th is, let's say, low. But Eileen was saying that Trump faces an August 14th trial date in the DOJ Classified Documents Case. This is the same time period that Fani Willis wants Georgia courts to keep open. Could Trump have dueling court appearances? Cats greet each other by touching noses, or at least getting really close and sniffing each other's noses. That's their usual greeting. Yes, Cam, he didn't have time to go through the boxes. Yes. Mm-hmm. I can't wait for August. August is going to be so much fun. We've waited for years. Sort of hope this is a delight. Says yes. Queen of Cups. Oh, glorious. Absolutely glorious, glorious. Oh, the Page of Pentacles, Devil. I don't think there's going to be a conflict. We'll have plenty to watch, though. There'll be various delay, but Trump did this to himself and continues to run his mouth. So, Rose Blue says, did Cannon set an August 14th date on purpose to delay Georgia? There's a question. 3730. Hang on. Let's just say 38. Did Cannon set an August 14th trial date to delay Georgia? So, Ken, were you trying to delay Georgia? She definitely took an action. Okay. Initiating, setting the court date. Temperance. Three of Pentacles. Four of Swords. If I didn't have a Temperance card here, if it didn't start with Temperance, I would say yes. A plan to quiet everything down. But with this Temperance card here, she feels, for what it's worth, she feels like she's trying to keep her nose clean right now. And she knows whatever date she sets, there are going to be delays. And there are going to be delays because of clearances and all of this. I've got to do something about boo-boo. This can't go on. All right, so hang on just a minute. I'm going to see what I can do. Okay, sorry. I'm so sorry. This is the Pulp Tarot deck. It's really good, and the link is in the description box. All right, I'll be right back. I am so sorry. Okay, hopefully that will help. Okay. Jill said, I love that deck. Yes. It's a great deck. Darren says maybe, okay. Well, he'll be okay. He'll be okay. All right. I'm not getting her trying to do. I'm not getting the energy of her trying to delay Georgia. I'm not. So, for what it's worth, but I don't trust her as far as I can throw her. But right now, feels like she's trying to keep her nose clean for now. Thank you, Sharon. Yeah, Boo Boo's fine. He's just tired. He's just overtired. So, okay. All right. So, Froxy Roxy had a question at 41 minutes in. Will Trump's disaster of an interview with Fox last night lead him to lose more followers? Oh, it was bad. Oh, it was bad. Oh, I love Boo Boo too. He's gonna be okay. Anyway, oh my gosh, the interview last night was so bad, and he was just, I thought he was, at one point I thought he was just gonna like sniff his whole nose like into his skull. It was just, and then he'd talk for a minute until he ran out of breath, and then he'd talk a little bit more, and then it's just like, oh my gosh, and it was just awful. And even people, there were some people on Fox even saying, I can't remember his name. I can see who was it? I've got a, we're controlled by communists. There was over on Raw's story. Critics react to disastrous Trump interview with Fox News' Bret Baier. And a meandering interview between Donald Trump and Fox host Bret Baier ended with even other Fox hosts struck by the incoherent moments. Yeah. So, they just, there's I believe there's a link in the description. They just took them apart. So is this rambling garbage going to hurt him, because he's not making a good argument? Are you there? Am I online? Have I been online? Okay, you do see me. That was weird. My computer just told me it was in airplane mode. I don't understand. It's that kind of day. It'll be okay. It'll be all right. Just as long as it hasn't been like a black screen for 10 minutes. All right. Disaster of an interview, Ace of Pentacles. Well, I mean, partially it comes down to watch the donation amounts. Thank you, everybody. What did I do? There it is. I couldn't find the rack. DR Clement says, do you see Trump eventually using an insanity defense? No. No, just because of his ego. Narcissistic personality disorder. It doesn't like to admit weakness. 9 of Wands. Yeah, watch Page of Pentacles. Watch the small donor numbers. Queen of Cups, Nine of Swords. Oh, he has a lot to worry about. Knight of Swords. And he has a lot to worry about because they are aggressively coming for him legally, and he knows it. Elflower One Star says, take a deep breath. All will be fine. I think that's good advice for everybody. So, oh, Lois, thank you. Thank you. This community is amazing. Thank you. Okay. You're toast. And we see it. He looks terrible, and yeah. Letitia James, Fani Willis, other Jack Smith stuff, January 6th stuff, Alvin Bragg, on and on and on. And he should be worried because he did all of this to himself. I mean, even if you want to say, oh, okay, the Justice Department's going after somebody. In 5 different places? Really? Big cases in 5 different places, state and federal. This sounds like a you problem, Trump. Yeah. Jeff Siston says clanking armor. I love the sound of clanking armor in the morning. Oh, absolutely. Knight of Swords. Loudest card in the deck. Racing horse, clump, the rattling armor, yeah. Ask not for whom the Knight of Swords is coming, Trump, for it comes for thee. Maybe you should not have been such a con man and liar. Oh, and did I mention E. Jean Carroll? All right, 6. She's after him again, so that's 6 places where people are coming after him. Okay, yeah, all right. Oh, and I love this. Isabel Moss, this is a glorious question. Absolutely glorious question. How will 45 behave during the documents trial in Miami, having to sit quietly at the defendant's table? Because he can't skip this one. JR says, do you think Trump prays? Oh, it's hard. It is hard for narcissists to pray because they are the center of all. And it's not like a Leo who has a natural, like, regal energy and natural leadership ability or draws attention to themselves. That's one thing. Narcissism is based on absolute self-hatred and the most blown glass ego that can be shattered by any passing breeze. So, will he behave during the documents trial? Having to sit there and listen and keep his mouth shut day after day. I heard, now correct me if I am wrong, I heard that the documents case could go on for 6 weeks. Is that possible? Even if it went on for 3 weeks. Can you imagine Trump having to sit there every Monday through Friday for 3 weeks? Good stuff. And on the defensive, and he can't punch back. Three of Cups, 4 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, Temperance. He knows the Democrats are happy. He knows he's being watched by donors, small donors, big donors, and needing more money. Yeah, Sharon Rice, with no cameras in the courtroom to feed off of. There is that. And he thinks he's got a plan. But this is not he gets off easily. This is a courtroom, this is an institution, and he has to sit quietly. He has to be temperate. Sorry. Can he do it? Saffron Kohler says Trump's rising sign is Leo. Oh, it definitely is. But he's got his Mars on his rising sign, which makes him more aggressive. Well, not everybody who has Mars in their ascendant is aggressive, but he is. There are good and bad sides to every planet, every sign. Okay. And I want to say that right around his ascendant and Mars is Algol, the really nasty star. So it's not good energy. Ace of Pentacles. I'm paying lawyers. Why do I have to sit there? Eight of Wands, Nine of Swords, Queen of Cups. Why do I get a feeling we get to watch something? I guess we're just going to be hanging on the reports, because they're not. Yeah, there aren't supposed to be any cameras in the courtroom, but he wants to rage and use. He's the reason he's giving so many different things. It was my stuff. I needed to go through. It was a problem with moving. I didn't know it was there, or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's because he's throwing spaghetti at the wall to see what sticks. And it's just crushing to have his lies called out. And this is us just somehow we're watching this whole thing, and it's glorious. So, hello, Salty Chip. All right. So, there was Kevin McCarthy may have let something slip this morning, and I was trying to get back to the. I want to give you guys the exact quote. So there's a link in the description if you want to see it. Let me see. I don't want to give you the summation of what the writer said. I want the actual quote. What did McCarthy actually say? Okay. Okay, so McCarthy said to CNN's Manu Raju, do you think it's equal and fair that a political opponent is going to be given jail time, but a presidential son? And if you compare this other individuals in America that have the same accusations against them, the same crimes that they had been guilty of, they are proposed to have 10 years in another time period? Do you want to see this quote? Because so over on Raw Story, this is the quote. Now, they are saying what this means is that Kevin McCarthy let it slip this morning. He believes Trump is going to jail, which is why he thinks the Hunter Biden plea is unfair. Do you get that from this quote? And the question here is, does the right actually believe Trump will get jail time? Does the right believe Trump will get jail time? I'm getting a big ol' yes. And I'm getting a like sinking like back down to earth kind of on the Republican side of, okay, we need to get back to reality a little bit, or he's going to take us down with him, is what it feels like. So put that back up. Card for the reading is a thief card. So Page of Pentacles. Yeah, a bunch of weak lip service right now. Hierophant. Oh, this is the argument that there's a deep state, that the DOJ is politicized, and Knight of Pentacles, so they have to go out there, and King of Pentacles, oh, you know, united front, Seven of Pentacles. As long as the money keeps rolling in. Do they believe Trump is going to serve jail time? It's like it doesn't even matter. It just matters if they're still making money. If they still have Republicans on their side. And as long as they have that, who cares? Oh boy. And surprisingly, I'm not actually that cynical, I don't think. Hilda Flora says, enough of the broken record. Hunter Biden, Hillary's emails, Benghazi, the document from Biden, blah, yes. Ugh. Enough. Yeah. Diana Cachet says, a recovered addict pays his back taxes in full. Cleans up his, cleans himself up and is making amends. Yeah. And I wish addicts were generally of every color and socioeconomic level were treated the same. Anyway. Okay. Now, my man X, I've got a question here, but I don't know anything about it. Let me see. So today, Raw Story is saying, never seen anything like it. Investigative reporter says Trump's Oman deal is without precedent. Shall we get an eighth place going, an eighth thing going? Share screen. Thank you, my man X. Okay, never seen anything like it. President Donald Trump's business dealings with Oman. Okay. I've never seen anything like the Oman deal regarding the potential for conflict of interest. We've seen so many. How can you count? I don't think even Trump can count that high. The land being used to build the Trump real estate project in the country is actually owned by the government. Added to this, the developer is a Saudi real estate company with close ties to the Saudi royal family. I'm shocked. Which has also put large investment in Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner's private equity firm. Yeah. Oman is an enormously important player in the Middle East. Close ties with Saudi Arabia and Iran. It's now involved in negotiations between the US and Iran. Imagine adding a multi-billion real estate deal to that mix as the president decides policy. Okay, was this in the past? Was this now? I'm guessing this was then. I've never seen like the Oman conflict of okay. We're so used to him being corrupt and awful. It's kind of a day ending in day. The Oman deal. Ace of Cups. Another thing to look into. Two of Wands. Two of Swords. Chariot. There haven't really been communication decisions. These are both... it's like the Two of Pentacles. I mean, the Two of Cups is a partnership, so it's pretty stable. But with the Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords here, and even the communication of the my internet went out for a second. Anyway, there's a lot of movement and balance, and then we've got a big Chariot card here. So perhaps down the road somewhere, someone will make a decision because of some communications, there'll be a decision to legally go after him for this with the possibly... It's not now, though. There's a World card right behind it. We're gonna be dealing with... He was so corrupt in so many different ways. We are going to be looking back at stuff and discovering stuff for decades. Decades. I've already, mentioned that, let's apologize to the Canadians, because there are whole Canadian forests that are going to be felled on the research and books and everything involved in trying to explain what happened during the Trump era. It's so bad. Apple says more stories needed for justice to act. Well, yeah, we're not, none of us are pleased about the DOJ, the FBI being shamed into really looking at Trump after a year of not looking at Trump. I mean, so has the stuff started about looking at his business dealings overseas? And what about the emoluments clause? So you just ignore the Constitution? It just doesn't matter? That is so wrong, right? It is in the Constitution. You cannot make money. It is a conflict of interest. It is in the Constitution. And everyone should, and it's like, they're just like, eh. But there's only so much bandwidth. There's only so much we can deal with. And even law enforcement can deal with. So, man. M. Kelpie says, I keep thinking about the grand jury foreperson saying that we will be shocked. Oh, that was Georgia, wasn't it? Oh, what a lovely thought. All right. J-Dad had a question. 10450, something like that. 40. Will Trump be pulled off any ballots for the presidential race? Will Trump be yeeted off of any ballots? Queen of Swords. Are there any states that have any state laws that say if you are a convicted felon, you cannot run for high office? Or you can't be on the ballot? Because anyway, either way, this is a whole lot of legal stuff, legal mess that he's in, that he has no one to blame but himself. Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune will raise you up. It will also bring you down, and sometimes it will crush you lightly underneath. Six of Pentacles, Hermit. No, not necessarily. I mean, and there's no guarantee he's going to be the actual presidential candidate. But in like primaries and all this kind of stuff, if the Republicans feel that he's putting them on the defensive, and when they finally get sick of being associated with him, when they're finally like, look, you are on your own. Right now they're getting money, so they're good. But as soon as they have had enough and they're like, Trump, you are on your own because they can't take anymore, then we'll see some movement. But for now, until then, until they stop getting the money, but I don't have him. I mean, the Hermit could be him being off a ballot, but it doesn't necessarily mean being taken off a ballot. So that's what I get. Kim Hawkins says, I hope he does not win the nomination. And I really wouldn't have a problem with that, because he will bury the Republican Party. He will. How many times has he lost? And then now on top of it, possibly having convictions. Okay. At 1:08, Eileen had a question. Does Trump now realize how badly, excuse the term, screwed he is? Even Fox analyst Bill Hume had a hard time putting a positive spin on it. Does Trump realize how bad it is? Earth Yogi says, I spoke to a Trump supporter yesterday. He had no idea what was going on. I informed him. He was flabbergasted, but resorted back to his beliefs. Yep. You will see much more of that. But it is eroding. Trump support, the MAGA belief system support of Trump, it is eroding at the edges. So Kim Hawkins says, I do not want a repeat of January 6th. Yeah, there won't be. I've never picked up on that. So, for what it's worth. So, Trump, do you realize just how much you were going to be held responsible for your own actions? Is that sinking in? I mean, don't forget, it was the whole, is it Norman Vincent Peale, positive thinking, changed the world. It was like manifesting before manifesting. And who actually officiated at his wedding to Marla Maples, I believe. So both Fred Trump and Donald Trump, they were this, you just say positive things, you just think positive things, that's all, you just never face reality. I'm not saying that's what manifesting is. I'm just saying it's the Trump version of manifesting. Oh, the star. Well, all of this fits his narrative about himself. All of this is fitting his narcissistic narrative, which is, even if people despise him, as long as he's the center, as long as he is important, He'll find a way. He'll find a way. Somebody will give him a break. He's really rich. He's not. He's really rich. He's not. He's entitled. People have given him breaks his whole life. King of Cups. Yeah, but that's Jack Smith and lovers. Again, watch the money. Charity card. Oh. Ooh, 10 of Swords, Magician. He knows how much trouble he's facing, but he still thinks he'll pull a rabbit out of the hat. He'll find a way. At least they tried to impeach him twice. He wasn't removed from office. They impeached him twice. He wasn't removed from office either time. He's been indicted twice. He's still going golfing. He thinks he's gonna find a way through. Mm-hmm. Is that actually what's going to happen? Or he's going to just pull a rabbit out of the hat? Or is reality finally set in? 10 of Cups would be us being very happy to I don't know, have our country back, not have to worry about this, not have to worry about fascism. Strength. Wands. Yeah, you're done. You're done. Arguments against you. Hoping your ship comes in. That's not your ship coming in. He's going to lose. Okay. Jave says Hitler went to prison and it helped him. Have you ever seen the prison Hitler was in with his buddies? It looked like dorm rooms. He had a lovely view out of his window. They all wore their regular clothes. He had a ton of visitors, important visitors, including a very wealthy wife of some magnate, somebody who bought him a very nice, expensive typewriter so he could do his own correspondence and start writing, mine idiocy. So, if you're ever thinking, well, Hitler went to prison, I wouldn't. Yeah, I'd go have a look at that because that's not really. No. Anyway, all right. That's going to do it for me for today. But thank you so much. And thank you for your patience with all the craziness. I really appreciate I just so appreciate you being here and going through the news with you. Thank you. All right. So it's 1:21 p.m. here in Chicago. At 3 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel. And fingers crossed, Sarah's going to be there the whole time. I hope, please. It'll be so good to have Sarah back. And anyway, and don't forget, Saturday night is this month's Patreon social. I don't have expensive tiers, so do consider becoming a patron, and you can put faces to the names you see in the chat, and people. We hang out for a couple hours Saturday night from 8 to 10 p.m. and chat and talk and look at each other in the face, look each other in the eye. It's great stuff. And there's some people in the chat too. So, all right, that's Saturday night. Other than that, I will be right back here tomorrow because I'm here every single day of the year, every holiday, weekday, weekend. I'm always here. All right. Hang in there. You're not alone. We are in this together. And Lordy, there are good days ahead. All right. Hang in there. I'll see you back here tomorrow.